Greetings, South Florida. It's time for the Night and Day Show with Alan Knight and Bridget Day. The next hour is unrehearsed, the calls are unscreened, and the subjects are unpredictable. But it will be undoubtedly entertaining and unlikely to offend anyone. Or maybe not. Stick around and find out with your hosts, Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Oh.
We were supposed to wait. We were supposed to wait until the song established, and then you were going to open the show. Can we rewind the tape?
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we are.
Oh. Hello.
Hi,
I'm Bridget Day,
I'm Alan Knight.
and together we are
Night and Day. You know, right when the contract is up, sometime in October, before if they want to renew it, it depends, you know, if we talk to Ken Harris with Clear Channel.
Then we'll get it right.
By that time, we'll have it perfect.
Well, it's not my fault. Mercury is in retrograde.
Don't give me that psychic
It
stuff.
is.
This
No,
is
it's
not the Wednesday
psychic.
night show.
It's not psychic. All the planets are swinging backwards now.
Really?
Yes, that's what Mercury
I have no
means.
clue what that means when you know Uranus is in the
Things are
seventh heaven.
gonna be bad
you know
until
what,
the 28th.
I have no clue about that.
Well,
I'm not even winning at the casino lately.
Mercury's in retrograde. You have to stop gambling until the 28th.
Oh,
and
you mean?
things will be back to normal.
Oh,
and then
thank God.
June
I'm in the hole.
7th to July 2nd, it'll be in retrograde again.
Where are you getting this crap from?
I do research.
The research,
Yes.
the internet. All right, so we have a lot of stuff planned, not only on this program, I guess, and then
We
for
have a
weeks
lot
to
of things
come.
planned
We do?
after we get
You
out of the
do.
program.
You do. You want to share them with me and everyone else?
What?
Of what we have planned not only tonight, but the next couple of weeks?
Oh. do
What's
I know?
happening tonight? You're doing the
tonight
interview
we're
tonight. yes.
interviewing a very wonderful organization that is close to my heart, Pets
I
of the
thought I
Homeless.
was close to your heart.
I'm talking about a nonprofit organization,
Okay.
Pets of the Homeless.
Pets of the Homeless.
Yes, I love it.
The concept, when I hear the word pets for the homeless, they
Not
don't have
for
homes.
the homeless.
Pets of the homeless?
Right.
Okay. They have pets, but they don't have a home. Isn't that dangerous for the pets?
Most of the homeless do not have pets, but sometimes you have a little animal to share your life with.
Do they
And
have
they-
enough money to take care of the... Well,
That's why this organization is there. It helps them out with veterinarian bills and feeding.
how about
you know,
food
soup
for the
ki-
homeless?
Well, when they go to soup kitchens and some of these other organizations to eat.
With the
and
dog?
The pet of the homeless, make
Yeah.
sure there's dog food there for the animal.
Okay. That's kind of
think
nice
it's
that they'll
awesome.
have
Yeah,
companionship.
I think it's wonderful.
Well, we'll find out more about that.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
We'll be talking to Renee.
Oh, Renee?
Yes.
Not to be confused with Eat and Critique Renee.
No.
Got to hit that in there, too. All the inside.
Why?
All right, so that's coming up tonight, yes.
Yes.
An update on Home Safe at
Yes.
Hard Rock,
Which
the
we did a big
classic
interview
rock and roll
with
party.
Last week, yes.
We're going to be fortunate enough to meet Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden, and who's the other one? Who's the other 80s
Eddie
pop star? Eddie
Eddie
Money.
Money.
Eddie Money from the back in the 80s. He'll be there.
Yes.
You know what? We had that big cutout in the studio last week. Do you think I should bring that and have him autograph it? Of course, we're going to have him do a rejoiner. Don't forget, Mama Lynn Cody, who's running Master Control, another one of our rejoiners we're going to have him do.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right. You know who else you forgot to introduce as long as you're interested?
Oh, AMP2 TV.
AMP2.TV.
I
Yeah, we
keep
got to get the
forgetting
dot.
those dots.
AMP2.TV.
Dots and zeros always get in my way.
We're fortunate to have them part of the program.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. I mean, it makes the program that much better. And boy,
You
do we
can
need a lot of help.
See what we look like. We need makeup artists. I look like hell today.
You look
Am I
fine.
allowed to say hell?
You already did, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, you can say a lot of
I'm
things.
also losing my voice.
Well,
Every Thursday I lose my voice. I think
right
it's
in time for the
psychological.
show.
I know.
We
I
should
must
clap.
Be,
next week, we have, well, we can find out about all this stuff. Next week, we have Michael Brill, numerologist.
Yes, he's
Michael Brill,
awesome.
numerologist. So if you want to find out about what your name means, you were right. Last week you mentioned, when I hear the term,
always right. When are you going to figure that out?
that's the part that you're wrong about. Numerologist. We heard the term is about numbers. But when I was confirming with him right before we went on the show, he said that your name converts to numbers, or your letter converts to numbers, and that has a meaning too.
Yes.
So next week, bring your name and birth date with you, and you can call in. We'll do all of us first, all right? Since we're part of the show, Mama Lynn Cody, Freddie and Linda Santori, you and I will get... And I told them, be honest. If you see some negatives in mine, I want to know about it.
Oh, I can tell you all the negatives in yours. I don't need a numerologist to tell me that.
Okay, so that is going to be next week. We'll have them on for an hour in the studio, coming all the way from Hollywood, Florida. That's a good 45-plus minute drive up to Palm Beach County.
Let me ask you, what did you think of the movie we went to see?
What movie? Oh,
the Wolf one.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
We happened to see that one. It was better than that other piece of crap.
What other piece of crap?
That the one, Walter Smitty, the Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I thought that was going to be nice. I like things that have a meaning to it, and that bored me. The Wolf of Wall Street, it was 3 hours. Way too long.
I think the plot got in the way of all the sex.
Well, wait. Don't get me wrong. I like sex. Well, look who I'm having sex with. I like sex.
I think that was a compliment.
Yes. Thank goodness Am2.tv can see it. I like the sex. I'm not into drugs. You know, I grew up on ABBA.
I know,
listening to
but
ABBA
they were
and
having
Journey.
like 60 people were having
But-
sex at the same time. They
and-
were in that boiler room,
I
on
like-
the planes,
well,
on the boats,
I
in
like
the trains.
the director. Is it Martin Scorsese?
Scorsese,
I
yeah.
like him, but they could have cut out. Now, I understand. Well, first of all, you're glorifying somebody who in real life
He was not a nice person.
he was a scumbag.
And he's still alive, so he still is one.
Correct. Well, now he is making tours across the country.
I know.
He
There's
built.
something wrong with that.
He was like Rothstein. He was like Madoff. He was a scumbag
did.
who took a lot of money from folks, and he was and now they're glorifying this guy.
Well,
and
he's a popular guy.
Not to give out a lot of the movie, you could have cut out. I mean, they showed a lot of partying. They showed a lot of drug use. Okay, fine. Once you establish that,
90% of it was.
well, they interviewed another person in a newscast, not to be confused with Fox News on WBZT. Got to get that in there too. But they interviewed on another network somebody who knew this gentleman, and I don't remember the guy's name. Who in the movie
Like
he's portrayed
somebody,
by?
yeah. I don't remember his
who's
name
the
either.
guy? Leonardo DiCaprio. And they said that he came to work high on Quaaludes every single day. Probably
Yeah.
some people who are in radio
Well,
broadcasting too.
In the movie, that's all he was doing was.
Well, but you've established that, and all they did was show that. Okay, so, and it used the F-bomb. I'm not afraid of that either.
No, me neither.
It was just too long. Thank goodness we went to the movie theater in Plantation. The promo was over. My kind of promo to the end of the month, to the end of January. They had, if you buy a ticket, free popcorn and soda. I'm
boy.
there. So that was good. So we got to see, they just opened the movie theater the middle of January.
Yeah.
It's
Brand
at
new.
the Westerfield Mall, right on the corner
Brand
of
new and still clean.
Broward Boulevard and University Drive, and it had free popcorn and soda with every purchase of a ticket. So we went to there, and it's nice. It's one of those Regal Cinema 12 stadium
I
seating.
thought the screen
type
was
thing.
too big for the theater.
Well, that's become the thing now. If you go into I remember going into movie theaters where they had 300 to 400 seats just for that one movie, and they had a balcony.
Right.
But now you have to have closets, and then the first 3 rows are a waste.
The first.
Can you sit
10,
that
you couldn't even
close?
sit
The
close.
screen is big, and I love the stadium seating. I love when it rocks back and forth. You had a wonderful idea. Make the seats leather, because if you spill
So you
some
can wipe
some
them.
smooge on it or something like that,
Well, kids pee in seats and stuff.
not on purpose.
People have sex in the movies, and
Well, that's
I
on
think
purpose.
leather is much more sanitary.
Okay,
That's
well,
just me.
There used to be an X-rated movie right on State Road 7 or something like that.
Did they have leather?
I didn't go in there.
Oh. I'm just asking.
What makes you think that they had sex in the? When was the last time you saw people having sex in the local movie
Teenagers
theater?
do that. They go in the last row and they kick it.
All right.
Come on, you were a teenager
Thank you for
once.
sharing that.
Sure,
Right?
anytime.
Okay. Anyway, how did we go to an extreme in 15 minutes on this show? I'm telling you. Your guest is on the phone. Did you want to start the
Oh,
interview?
yes.
Okay. So who's on the phone? It is Renee. You're right.
Renee.
And Pets for the Homeless.
Yes.
Renee, Pets.
Yes.
Are we saying it right?
No, you're not. It's
Oops.
Pets of the Homeless.
See?
Oh, yeah.
Then I was right.
No, you weren't.
Okay. I got the pets in there. I got the homeless in there. I just had the
Ignore him,
prepositional
Renee.
phrase.
How are you doing, honey?
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. Yes, we were reading about your organization. It's really a wonderful cause. What is it exactly that you do?
Thank you. We provide pet food and emergency vet care to pets of homeless people across the country and in parts of Canada as well.
Oh, okay. How do you distribute?
The pet food is distributed by our distribution sites, and we have we first start out with our collection sites, and those are the businesses that collect the pet food. And then once they have bins in their stores, and then once the pet food is, their bins are filled up, then it goes over to the distribution sites. And those are your homeless shelters that hand out food or pet food, and then also pet food pantries, those type of places. So it's where they repackage it and then hand it out to the homeless folks with pets.
Oh, okay. That's great. Now, how do, if someone has, a pet that's sick, how do they know about you through the grapevine, or how do they find out about your organization?
Yeah, they usually will know about us through word of mouth, through their, homeless communities. They usually, once one person finds out, then they'll kind of spread the word that we do help with emergency cases. Or homeless people will go to the library for resources, and we're one of the first websites that will come up, especially if they have a pet. And if their pet is injured or has an illness, they contact me directly, and I handle all of the cases.
Okay.
And they'll call me, and this is across the country. I've even helped out pets in Canada. And what I'll do is I'll first look to see if a doctor that we have as a collection site member, I'll first look to see if we have one. And then if not, I'll just start cold calling different vets. And I like to have a vet that is obviously walking distance for these people because they don't have the transportation.
Right.
I don't want them to have to get on the bus and that type of thing. So I'll call them, introduce myself, and we always ask for some sort of a discount since we are a nonprofit. And we pay for the visit and any treatment that is needed.
Oh, that's awesome. It's really great. How did you come up with that idea?
Well, I didn't come up with it. The founder is Genevieve Frederick, and she was on a business trip in New York City, and she came across a gentleman that was panhandling, and he had a dog, and she usually would ignore the panhandlers, but for some reason this guy just touched her heart with the dog, and the dog was healthy, and she came back and thought, how could this guy that can't even take care of himself, how could he take care of this pet? And so she started doing research on homeless people with pets, and she found that 3.5 million people in America are homeless.
Right.
And between 5 and 10% of those people have a pet. And in some areas, it's as high as 24%. So, she started the program that way. Just that one day just hit her, and she wanted to help.
Oh, that's great. So that angel got to her, huh?
Definitely.
Are you in all the states, or where are you? What are your distribution sites? Are they everywhere?
Yes. If you go to our website, which is petsofthehomeless.org, we have a area that says collection sites, and that's where people could donate to, and it's listed by state. We have over 472 collection sites currently, and the distribution sites is in the need help area, and that's where the homeless people would go to find pet food. And we have 403 currently distribution sites.
Okay, well, how does, if our listeners, how do they get in touch with you?
They can contact us through our website, which again is petsofthehomeless.org, or they can contact us directly at area code 775-841-7463.
And what exactly is it that you need for anyone that wants to help?
Well, anybody that wants to help, we are in need of new collection sites. So anybody that's out there that is a business owner and obviously a pet lover, can be a collection site, and it does not have to be a pet-related business. It could be a hair salon. It could be any type of business. So we do need collection sites, and usually we'll have volunteer recruiters help us in different cities to recruit different businesses to become collection sites. So that's how.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you have any collection sites in Florida or?
We do. We have 45 collection sites in Florida, and we have 27 distribution sites.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
But you can always use more, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, give out your contact information again, and hopefully some of our listeners will get in touch, and we can get things rolling a little faster for you.
That would be awesome. My phone number is area code 775-841-7463, or you can go to our website, which is petsofthehomeless.org.
Okay, terrific. Well, thank you, Renee. It's been fun talking to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question.
Oh,
This is
of course,
Alan Knight.
definitely.
When you have the homeless folks do they go to the distribution sites directly, or do you have a representative? You said when businesses get involved, you don't have the folks coming with their dogs and to pick up the food right from the business, correct?
No. That's why we have it set up so the people can go to the collection sites and drop off. If someone has a pet that just passed away, we get a lot of phone calls of people that had just bought a 50-pound bag of dog food and they don't know what to do with it. So they can drop it off at the collection site.
Well, now that I know you, I did have a pet. Our cat
Right.
passed away, and we had a big bag of cat food. Okay, so we can contact you and things like that. But
Definitely.
also, when Bridget told me about your organization, I'm thinking, wait a second, they don't have homes, but are they putting their animals in harm's way because they don't have the home? They're sleeping under the bridge too. Or do you have a problem if they are able to go to a shelter? Do most of these shelters allow the pets to go in as well?
A lot of shelters do not allow pets to come in because each city and each county has different rules and regulations. And we also have a Crate Project program that we're trying to get up and running. And basically volunteers can go to, these shelters and say, look, there's an organization out there, Pets of the Homeless, that is willing to purchase. We will buy crates so people can get out of the cold and get their pets into shelters with them. Because that's the hard part. People just will not give up on their pets.
No, we have that here too, and I'm one guilty too with hurricane season. If there's an impending hurricane and they want you to go to a shelter, the hurricane shelters do not take pets. Well, guess what? I'm not leaving my pet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they choose to stay on the streets with their pets, either in the freezing cold during hurricane season, and it's
a problem.
But on the other end, when you have studies have been said that even whether you have a home or not, but a person who has a pet lives longer than somebody who doesn't. When that particular companion, where you have somebody to talk to. I remember when Bridget wasn't around and I would talk to my cat. And he understood me.
Did he talk back?
No, but he understood what was going on in my head where nobody else did.
Yeah, that's true.
My cat's name was Lucky.
Aww. And these pets adore these homeless people. We just had a wellness clinic up in Reno on Tuesday, and you wouldn't believe just how much these pets love these people. And it's, you think of it as if these people didn't have these pets, the pets would be in shelters waiting for, someone to eventually adopt them or be euthanized.
Right.
Well, now you do with food and things like that. Do you also find pets for homeless folks?
No.
Okay, you do not.
No.
It's just to bring food and supplies, things like that.
Correct. And emergency vet care.
Oh, that in itself.
big
Oh my
deal,
God,
yeah.
are you kidding me?
And since 2008, we have treated over 10,000 pets. and that includes emergency care and wellness clinics.
You've become the network across the country and in Canada, the Pets of the Homeless. We're talking to Renee on the Night and Day Show here in South Florida, but this reaches out across the country and into Canada. And the telephone number, and thank goodness that AMP2.TV is following along with us and help to get your message across.
Great.
But if you look at AMP2.TV or RadioNightandDay.com and see the screen, the telephone number is 775-841-7463, 775-841-7463. You can check things out at Pets of the Homeless. Pets is plural, petsofthehomeless.org. Do you get money from the federal government, or is this all from private donations?
This is from donors and from foundations that we apply for grants.
And it's been around how long, this particular?
2008. We became a nonprofit in 2008.
Okay, so really all the money that you raise goes towards helping the homeless and the pets, correct?
Yes, correct.
Minimal. You have to have some operational costs and things like that if you're picking up, in a truck and things like that.
Definitely. And currently 92.47% of every one of our dollars goes to programs.
Right. I look at that very strictly whenever we promote something, how much of the money goes to where some of these you have operating costs close to what they donate. And I get upset about these larger charities who are known across the country, but then you find out on their balance sheet how much is actually going towards the charity, and a lot. So if you're looking over 90%, where you said 92 point something, that's pretty damn good.
It's awesome.
All right. So thank you. Hopefully you'll give us an update every once in a while by calling in and letting us know, or if we can promote. You said about that crate program.
Yes.
If that it kicks off a little bit stronger, please let us know.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Anything we can do.
Or maybe, how about some sort of function? We're planning with AMP2.TV to do remotes pretty soon here in South Florida. So maybe when we have, whether it be at a restaurant, a mall, or something, we can have your organization represented there as well, and bring folks and hopefully get the word out that way too.
That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also have a Facebook page that people could look. We always update almost on a daily basis stories and all the stuff that we've accomplished.
That pulls at the heartstring when you have stories and the faces of the animals. And Bridget can't even watch that commercial with Sarah McLachlan singing when they have.
I know, me neither.
No, but
Run the other
she
way.
she makes me turn the television off when that happens.
I can't
No.
handle it.
Well, we always post, the after they've had some sort of an emergency situation, and it's always a good picture of them, that they're feeling better and happier. So don't worry.
Yeah, that's
Hey, if you're
great.
homeless and you have so many problems, you're going to need your buddy right at your side.
Yes.
And to talk things out or getting you through the scary moments, the unpleasant moments, even the happy moments. It's just that is the person who's good, or I say person. It's the
They're people.
They're people too. Sometimes they're when some of the folks turn away, they're the ones who are still there.
Yeah.
We believe in the healing power of companion pets
Well,
and the human-animal bond. which
I'm
is
glad that
very
Bridget
important.
stumbled across your organization just by chance, and hopefully we can help you out, Renee. And so this is not the last time that you and the Night and Day Show will talk.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
Pets of the Homeless, 775-841-7463, 775-841-7463, petsofthehomeless.org. That was Renee. That's pretty good. I changed my mind because when you said about homeless, honey, that I was worried thinking that, oh, my God, they don't. What's that homeless voice that they're always on the corner where they don't have a home but they have a voice?
A lot of people are homeless.
I know.
Because they're homeless doesn't make them bad people.
No, but it's her organization. If 92% of the money's going to help everything, I'm all for that.
Okay.
Okay. What else is happening? Pretty soon we have to take a break first, and then we're going to come back and pretty soon talk to Joe Maltese from HomeSafe as well. So that's in about 5 minutes or so. What else we got cooking? Anything? I haven't even checked what's happening in the news.
Oh, I have a story. So I'm going to get a new career.
You have a career
I'm
now?
going to start a new
You're here every
career.
Thursday at 7 o'clock. That's once a week.
But I don't make any money doing this.
But we'll have to change that.
Okay.
All right. Love you, honey.
Love you too.
I'm Alan Knight.
I'm Bridget Day.
Together we are
Night and day.
Welcome to Alan Knight and Bridget Day on your dial. It's talk radio at its best. Here we go. We know all the latest trends and happenings. Don't look no further. All you need to know and where to go. There's no other. Talk about Alan Knight and Bridget Day on your dial. It's talk radio at its best.
Hi, I'm Eric Voitok, Nodal Network System Operator in the U.S. Army. For a show that is a real bomb that I can't even defuse, listen to the Night and Day Show with Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Mississippi Sweets, found in 1991 and owned by Randy Smith, invite you to come on in and taste what homemade barbecue is all about. The down-home recipes include starters like the Brunswick stew, loaded with chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. Mississippi-style dinners, Choctaw catfish, Tupelo chicken, and of course, half racks and whole racks of ribs. Dinners come with your choice of two sides, such as coleslaw, homemade cornbread, or their famous thin sliced and fried sweet potatoes, affectionately called Mississippi Sweets. So come on down and check out the best barbecue in Boca and beyond. With two locations to find that famous sauce: 2399 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, right across the street from Paradise Bank, and their number is 561-394-6779. That's 561-394-6779. And also 9859 Lake Worth Road on the northeast corner of Lake Worth Road and U.S. Highway 441 in Wellington. You may contact the Wellington location with 561-642-4748. Again, that's 561-642-4748, and both locations are open 7 days a week. Mississippi Sweets, the best barbecue in Boca and beyond.
The following could be based upon actual events.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and each wanted to get a mortgage to build a house. The first little pig, well, he was blown down by inflated balloon mortgage payments.
The second little pig, he had his share of troubles.
He went to a poorly rated financial institution and got some bad advice, and the sticks came tumbling down.
Now the third little pig, an entire different story.
This little pig went to Paradise Bank. He was a real ham and happily living in his beautiful new home. Don't worry, his 2 brothers moved in with him as well.
For your fable to come true, call Paradise Bank, 561-392-5444. 561-392-5444. Paradise Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Night and Day, the talk show that asks the question, what do you want to talk about? Just a toll-free call to 1-800-889-0267, and you're on. Want to really be on? Check out the sponsorship opportunities. Call 1-954-709-ALLEN. That's 954-709-2526. Once again, here's Night and Day.
25 minutes before the top of the hour here on the Night and Day Show, live every Thursday at 7 and replayed Tuesdays at 8, and always running throughout the 24-hour period with other shows included on the AMP2 television network,
Yes.
AMP2.tv. And we want to thank Linda and Freddie Santori. So if you have a radio show, if you want to be a star, with the help of AMP2.tv, you can do it. Check out their website as well. All right, what is next on the list? Joe, we mentioned Joe from Home Safe. Then we'll get to your story,
Okay.
honey. So we'll get an update of what is happening. The Classic Rock and Roll Party. The Classic Rock and Roll Party, hosted by Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden, the drummer. And you will get to see him live in person, as well as Eddie Money, Take Me Home Tonight. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
I do. Why don't you sing an Iron Maiden song?
I can give you about 3 or 4 Eddie Money songs. I can't give you one Iron Maiden songs. You talk to my brother, and he'll be able to, give you the whole album.
Okay, just checking.
So Joe Maltese from HomeSafe is on the line on the Night and Day Show. Hello there.
Hey, Alan and Bridget, how you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Okay, I should
Pretty
say,
good.
you know what? I'm looking at the classic rock and roll party. This is, I guess, a folder. What do you call this, honey? A little card that
pamphlet?
mentions about it. You can pick this up at any of our sponsors, namely Paradise Bank. And it says featuring legendary rocker. I should say that, of course, not to be
Yes.
confused with just rockers. Featuring legendary rocker Eddie Money. And here are the songs. 2 Tickets to Paradise, Baby Hold On to Me, that one. Think I'm in Love, remember that one? Okay. Anyway, just one of the many things, the people that you will be able to see
Private
at the
concert.
Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino this coming March the 1st, which is looking at the calendar, a Saturday. So what else is going on of what's happening March the 1st? And it all benefits, the most important,
Yes.
a wonderful organization, HomeSafe.
Yeah, hey, Alan, first of all, I think we're going to scratch Eddie Money, make you the headline singer after hearing these little tunes right there.
No, if
He's
there was a
hired.
gong, you'd be hitting it.
Chuck Barris is coming out soon, that's for sure.
Oh, I remember that from the Gong Show.
Gong Show, exactly.
Okay.
So, we're 23 days away from the big event, March 1st at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Tickets are going fast, and we're getting really excited about it. And I tell people, the classic rock and roll party is if you're going to a comedy show and a big rock and roll concert and a charity event happens to break out.
There you go.
And it's a great time. It's the 13th year we're having it. It's for a great charity called HomeSafe, which I'm honored to be the marketing manager for. And we help victims of child abuse and domestic violence. And also, importantly, we have a big focus and emphasis on preventing that from happening in the first place. And thanks to Paradise Bank, one of our presenting sponsors, along with the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and the Hardcore M and Virginia W. Sylvester Foundation. It's going to be a great event. And to bring you up to speed, since last week when you had the crew on board, we have confirmed the former singer from Judas Priest, Tim Ripper Owens, will be playing in our VIP Celeb Golf outing as well as probably performing. We also got some pro golfers, Frank Licklider and Mike Goodis. And as well, saying if people want to learn more about the event, they can go to helphomesafe.org. That's helphomesafe.org or call 561-383-9842. And I got to tell you, we put together last weekend a real powerful, compelling story about one of the teenagers when she was a child came here and moved her from the human abyss, and now she's moving forward and actually got her high school degree, going to college,
Nice.
an EMT, and really turned her life around. She's been through heck and back, and it's going to be very not a dry eye in the ballroom that night, just to show the transformative power that HomeSafe has in South Florida community.
And will the event actually be in the in where they have the concerts and things like that?
Actually, one year we had it in Hard Rock Live. That's when Clarence Clemens, we had a tribute, the legendary saxophonist from the E Street Band, Bruce Springsteen. But we have it in the large ballroom. We have about 500 people. It's a hard ticket to get, and we're running out of tickets for people if they want to still support the event. It's in the ballroom.
And would you call that telephone number, the 561 number, 383-9842, to order tickets as well, besides going on the website?
Exactly. With the website or the phone call will get you through to us, and we can put together sponsorship packages, tables, underwriting opportunities as well. There's many ways people can support us at different levels of financial support.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the sponsors where you have Alpine Jaguar. Wait, I got to say it
Jaguar
right.
or Jaguar?
Jaguar. I said
That's
because we learned it from Nico last week. Alpine Jaguar. All right. Budweiser. Hey, I'm from the Midwest. E.M. Lynn Foundation and the Schmidt Family Foundation. And HomeSafe has been around since when? In the late 70s?
Correct. And a couple other ones. We had Ocean Properties, as well as Suffolk Construction, Premier Beverage.
I mean, this is really community-oriented,
Yes, it is.
HomeSafe,
Wonderful.
where that network pulls together to help families and citizens around South Florida from severe child abuse, protecting the families of domestic violence, things like that.
Yeah, it's an important cause.
Correct. Our reach is expansive. We're located. We have 5 physical locations in Palm Beach County, but we serve all of South Florida, and our tentacles really reach across Florida. We even have some people from New York, some children from New York and Georgia. So our programs are very, very unique and comprehensive, and that's why a lot of people are able to come and get help through the great staff we have in place.
They even say the event musical producer, so this is where all these legendary rock and rollers and singers are put together. You have John Colby, is it? Grammy and Emmy Award winner.
That's great. He's actually the guy who created the ESPN theme song. And he also got an award with Ken Burns.
Oh, wait, is that the one that, dun, 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 that thing?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, he was. wait, I'm sorry. You know that's
Turning
ESPN.
into a musical show.
Yeah,
here.
wait, that little thing, that little ditty. Okay, come on. You know that's ESPN, and going. You got to see the highlights.
That's a signature sound.
That's the audio brand for them, and he actually does the ESPY Awards every year, the NASCAR Award show. He's still involved with ESPN. He's a great guy.
Is he going to be there too?
He is. He puts on the musical component. He works with all the performers.
Another rejoiner coming there, Lynn, for the show. Wow! And what's the attire? What do you have to wear to this particular event?
Debbie Kellogg says, I mean, it's a club attire. People go out like they're on a night on the town. Women are wearing cocktail dresses. Men are wearing this sport coat, dress shirt, no tie. Ties are not a big deal there. We like people coming like they're going out nice for dinner, dancing, and drinks. It's a real fun night. People be laughing. We also have Dean Napolitano. He's a well-known comedian and actor. He's the MC this year. He's going to have people laughing in their seats.
Oh, he's the comedian.
Exactly.
Okay, and this is at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, benefiting Home Safe. And put it on your calendar. It is a must-do, must-attend Saturday, March the 1st. And there's something that goes on. It goes on throughout the night, so it is a spectacular event. It's not where you just go to dinner and go. You're going to be entertained. You're going to help out a wonderful cause.
Silent auctions.
So, yeah, well, it was kind of like a reverse auction, Nico said. It's going to be everything.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
Okay, and what time does it all start?
Cocktail hour starts at 5:30, and 7 o'clock we go into dinner, and all the music starts, comedy, and a lot of fun. A lot of emotion, and for a great cause to help out. We help out over 16,000 infants, children, and families every year in the area. 16,000.
You know, we have to see your facilities. You have facilities across South Florida. One day we want to come in and look and see hands-on what goes on at the Home Safe facilities. Are we able to come by one day to do that?
Definitely. We'd love to have you and Bridget there, take a tour, meet the staff, meet the children. It'll definitely change your life forever. And anyone else is interested in learning more about us, they can go to our website, helphomesafe.org, or 383-9842. Love to let people know more about us.
Okay, and the website was helphomesafe.org, helphomesafe.org, or call 561-383-9842. All right, so now this program is going to re-air, so if you missed anything, you can call the telephone number, go to the website, listen again come Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. But then next Thursday again, can we get an update to make sure we get everybody's name in there and what goes on, okay, as we get closer and closer to the big date, Saturday, March 1st?
Exactly. Maybe we'll get Nico on the phone next week for you.
Oh, God. He's a character. Yeah, absolutely. All right, please, yes, let's see if we can do that he can always have the word, because we have just a couple of weeks away.
That's right.
And it's going to be here before you know it. So if you could put together something, maybe a group, I guess you can buy tables as well?
Tables on individual seats, exactly, yep.
Okay.
All right, great.
So everybody's invited. Please get your tickets to the Classic Rock and Roll Party, March the 1st. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
We'll see you at the event.
Okay.
All right, you got it.
Take care now.
Yeah, imagine. You can meet all those folks.
Awesome.
You know, you can see Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden. You can see Eddie Money. You can meet John Colby, the award winner. Now I'm going to remember. What? Is that right? I'm doing it wrong. Yes. I'm doing it wrong. Okay, you understand. I understand. I know what. Anyway, okay. You had a story.
Yes. Well, what is do you know what the latest trend in Korea is now?
The latest? I don't even know the latest trends here in America.
It's
let alone in Korea.
dinner porn.
Dinner porn.
Yes. It's for the guests. Let me see if I get this right.
Make sure you don't mess this up because this is important. Dinner porn.
Voyeurism is what they call it.
Go ahead.
Gastronomic. Is that my saying? Gastronomic?
Okay.
Whatever the word is. Yeah, people are making money, girls are making money sitting there eating dinner in front of their Skype.
Naked.
No, they have clothes on. They're just eating.
Oh, people are just watching other people eating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes they'll have dinner with them.
Well, if I was watching you, Farrah Fawcett back in the day, well, she's to see who like lately, you know.
Well, it's just regular people, not movie stars. And they get paid to do this.
How is that porn?
Well, they call it dinner porn.
Because they're watching somebody have dinner.
Dinner, yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting. There you go, yeah.
That's like the folks, well, when you're driving along, the rubberneckers, when they have to see an accident or something like that.
Right.
It's something, there's something for everybody. I don't get it.
My eyes when I don't like to, because you can't unsee anything, so I just.
So that's something, and Freddie Santori, when you mention something, because we don't, this is unrehearsed, this program.
No.
I don't even know what you're talking about. And amp2.tv, Freddie Santori can right away, the minute you hit something, he has it on the screen. You know, there's also a problem with the latest scammers, the latest tricks on the telephone. If you get a call, all right, like today, I lost my phone case. It actually broke, but my behinds made more calls lately than me. And so I had to stop in at the Walgreens up the street to get a phone,
right,
or to get a case. But the thing is, if somebody dials me, and they hang up, or if you have a missed call, we're so inquisitive. Same people were watching the food porn or this porn thing. You always have to call back to see who it was.
I don't.
Why? If it's important, they will call back.
Or they'll leave a message.
Well, the scammers have that figured out. All right, these scam trick callers into paying for obscene moaning. All right.
Obscene moaning?
Yep.
What's
moaning?
moaning? Oh, moaning.
Moaning. MOANING. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was money with an accent. I don't know.
Not Eddie moaning. We're going to see any money. Okay, so we'll tell you about that. It's a scam that if you have a missed call, don't call the number back.
I've got a bunch of them, all men, last week.
Are you calling back?
No, I don't call back. I don't call back anybody.
It's men
ever.
leaving messages for you?
No, they just call and they don't leave a message.
All right, let's take a break. There's Eddie Money. She's good. I like, see, take me. This is good. He had a greatest hits album.
Yes, I'm sure.
All right, so we're going to come back right after Eddie Money. Coming back on the Night and Day Show. I'm Alan Knight.
I'm Bridget Day.
Together we are Night and Day.
Hello, boys and girls. Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden here, and you are listening to me on Night and Day Radio.
The following could be based upon actual events.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and each wanted to get a mortgage to build a house. The first little pig, well, he was blown down by inflated balloon mortgage payments.
The second little pig, he had his share of troubles.
He went to a poorly rated financial institution and got some bad advice, and the sticks came tumbling down.
Now the third little pig, an entire different story.
This little pig went to Paradise Bank. He was a real ham and happily living in his beautiful new home. Don't worry, his 2 brothers moved in with him as well.
For your fable to come true, call Paradise Bank, 561-392-5444. 561-392-5444. Paradise Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Mississippi Sweets, found in 1991 and owned by Randy Smith, invite you to come on in and taste what homemade barbecue is all about. The down-home recipes include starters like the Brunswick stew, loaded with chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. Mississippi-style dinners, Choctaw catfish, Tupelo chicken, and a of course, half racks and whole racks of ribs. Dinners come with your choice of 2 sides, such as coleslaw, homemade cornbread, or their famous thin sliced and fried sweet potatoes, affectionately called Mississippi Sweets. So come on down and check out the best barbecue in Boca and beyond. With 2 locations to find that famous sauce, 2399 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, right across the street from Paradise Bank. And their number is 561-394-6779. That's 561-394-6779. And also 9859 Lake Worth Road on the northeast corner of Lake Worth Road and U.S. Highway 441 in Wellington. You may contact the Wellington location with 561-642-4748. Again, that's 561-642-4748. And both locations are open 7 days a week. Mississippi Sweets, the best barbecue in Boca and beyond.
There are talk shows, and then there are talk shows. But this talk show is as different as night and day. In fact, it is night and day. And to be a part of it, call toll-free 1-800-889-0267. Now back to Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Thank you, Mama Lynn Cody, for the extra stuff. I always have to make sure that the folks get credit for adding that little. We don't let them know what happened. We don't even know what the hell we're going to do on the show.
No, we
don't. So if they can, come up with their arsenal where we have Mama Lynn Cody, the right people around you can make the program sound so much better. And I do appreciate it. I know because I'm a producer, board operator as well, and usually they're the unsung heroes in the background. and so I really appreciate it.
I'll have to look for some for Nico if he's going to be calling next week, though. I'm going to have to dig deep for that.
Yeah, that's like death. But thank you. And then, of course, the folks, we can't thank them enough, Freddie and Linda Santori from amp2.tv. We mentioned about this, if you get a telephone call from area code 473, now you think that would be in the United States.
473.
She's going to check her phone now.
Because I got a bunch.
Okay, 473. Consumers who miss a call from 473, that area code, should refrain from calling back. It may be the 473 scam. How original.
Wow.
Which means calling back could cost you $20 at least. Consumers report getting calls from this area code and hearing moaning or groaning on the other end of the line. They probably think it's Ken Harris's office. But before the phone goes dead, those who call back get charged $19.95 because the number functions like a 900 number.
Wow.
All right. The area code, it's based in, I used to say, I thought it was Grenada. It's Granada. Granada, because I heard, who's the guy who does our news locally on BZT in the morning? Not Mud. Joe Malcolm. Joe said it was Granada, so I'm going by what he said. All right, because I also heard it on his newscast. The area code is based in Granada, and they hear obscene moaning when calling back, and some say they heard a voice, someone claiming to be in distress. However, it is a scam, and they've linked it to a sex line, using this foreign country for the scam. So people return the call thinking 473 is domestic, a domestic line.
It does sound domestic, at least within the United States.
Right. Well, they say people return the call thinking 473 is a domestic code because the country code is 1. The country code for the United States is 1. Where you go to other countries, it's another telephone number.
So if someone called you moaning, would you actually call back the number?
I'd say, Bridget, what do you want?
You would? Don't call me at work, honey.
I love wrong numbers. The best, if you ever see the movie with Danny DeVito, Ruthless People. You ever see? Now, I can't mention what the phone, because he uses some vulgarities, and you would have to dump it. But in the movie Ruthless People, Danny DeVito gets a wrong number, and he plays with them and uses some vulgarities for something. So if you want to catch that, Ruthless People, that was a funny movie. That's at least a 3-star movie, that particular one. I just mentioned that. And then last, I came across something. When you have an I hate my job day, you ever have one of those I hate my job day? You try this out. Stop at your pharmacy and go to the thermometer section and purchase a rectal thermometer made by Johnson & Johnson. Do they still make those?
Yeah.
Rectal thermometers?
For babies.
Okay.
For adults, too.
And for adults? Well, be sure you get that particular brand. And when you get home, lock your doors, draw the curtains, and disconnect the phone so that you will not be disturbed. Change into comfortable clothing and sit in your favorite chair. Open the package and remove the thermometer. Then carefully place it on a table or surface so that it will not become chipped or broken. Now the fun part begins. You have your rectal thermometer. I sound like who are those guys on Fridays? Know Nothing show? Don't worry, I'm not going to go that route.
What's the area code?
473.
Oh.
She's on the previous story. Take out the literature from the box and read it carefully. You will notice that in a small print there's a statement from this Johnson & Johnson rectal thermometer. Every rectal thermometer made by Johnson & Johnson is personally tested and then sanitized. Now close your eyes and repeat out loud 5 times. I'm so glad I do not work in the thermometer quality control department at Johnson & Johnson.
They really do that?
I'm sure maybe every thousands of thermometers or something like that. Who knows?
They don't put it like in hot
Honey,
water to test it?
I'm not the rectal thermometer guru.
Well, that sounds like a good story. I think
Should we have Johnson & Johnson on next week and find out how do they test their rectal thermometers? We'll speak to some ass. I don't know. Okay.
They probably stick it in hot water.
No. We're at the end of the show. Boom, boom. I don't know. Don't mean to butt in, but I don't know how they do it. Do you want me to actually get hold of somebody?
I think we should research.
Back in the day, we have to talk. Craig Worthing is going to be a guest host when we do interview How to Be a Radio Personality by Joe Martell.
I was going to say, okay, never mind.
Oh, yes, we're going to bring in a rectal thermometer. How to Be a Radio Pro by Joe Martell. It's a book that's at the newsstands now. How to Be a Real Radio Personality. It's easy. You have $200, you can have a show. We're going to interview Joe Martell and Craig Worthing, who's featured in the book, as well as many South Florida radio hosts or hosts across the country. We're going to interview him, not next week, because that's the numerologist, the following week. And you're going out of town, though, right?
On the 20th.
And so guest host Craig Worthing in studio.
Oh.
All right, so raise your rectal thermometers and say, hey! So that's coming up. Also, we hope to get... Who else is coming on the show? Are you?
We found out how they test it.
You found out? Can you mention
it?
Really? Give you a picture.
Okay. If you want to follow along, you will see a picture of how they do it. Is there really somebody who's sitting on it, so to speak?
They use animals.
They use animals? Wait a second. We've come full circle here. They do not use animals.
That's not nice.
Can't they use like prisoners or something like that? Are you kidding me? Wait a second.
Or teenagers.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. They are pulling us out of here for sure. There's another. Thank you so much to amp2.tv. If you want to see this in its entirety every once in a while with other shows across South Florida, it is, what is it, amp2.tv? That's it. You can see it, a network of shows, radio shows. Thank you to Linda and Freddie Santori. Thank you to Mama Lynn Cody in Master Control. Honey, it rolled right along, right?
Yeah, it rolled.
Okay. The temperature is heating up. And that's the thermometer that goes in the mouth, not to be confused with any other place. But thank you for listening and putting up with us each and every evening we're here. I'm Alan Knight.
I'm Bridget Day.
Together we are Night and Day.
News, traffic, weather, every 10 minutes from 6 a.m. until 3 p.m.